I was man on maximum security lockdown in confinement, and we had radio, so it was all over the radio that Tupac had got hit. So brothers was going crazy because back then, Tupac was the idol of the hood. That was the icon, and he was felt, by street cats. So we took that hard, man, and a lot of brothers, it was riots inside the prison when Tupac died.
It was riots.
Riots, yeah. We all over social media. Let your voice be heard. Tap in, reach out to us, man. I don't care what part of the world you in, what community you in, man. Tap into us, reach out to us. I'm King X Supreme on Facebook. I'm down for any of my brothers. I don't care if you're in Africa, if you're in Spain. Man, we got to change a lot of things that's going on within our community, and that's where we stand.
Man, dope, man. It's dope to chop it up with you, bro. Like, for somebody who's kind of down on I don't want to say down on their luck, but they may be going through something mentally, whether it's, financially, or they got a broken household, like you mentioned, or they may be trying to rebuild and get back on their feet. Like, what's some words of wisdom or some game that you can give them, bro, to kind of put a little battery in their back, bro, to keep going, stay motivated?
And I'll get them to pieces, because this is a question that's always posed to me, like, man, how did you survive through all the hardship that you went through, all of the adversity, coming up as a child? And I never look back. And I keep an optimistic mindset towards everything that's going on. And I keep my faith. So you got to believe in you. You got to understand the power in you. You can't allow the circumstances that you face to break you down. You got to know by all means necessary, I'm going to get through this. You know what I'm saying? And keep pushing every day. It done been times, man, where it was people around me in circumstances in prison, they killing themselves, they hanging themselves. And the administration of the prisons would come to me and they said, man, are you okay? You think about harming yourself? I'm like, man, you done lost your mind, home. That ain't finna happen. I'm there. Like, that's not finna happen. I promise you I'm there. You'll harm yourself, boy, before I harm me. But I tell people to keep going. Don't stop, because eventually, at some point, things are gonna change.
Man, that's good game you dropped, bro. Some real words of wisdom, man. And the key I've realized throughout this whole conversation has been like centered around faith. So you've even like motion, like making a cross, like, I guess you come from a religious background or a spiritual household, or you have a faith in the Lord. I mean, talk about that, dog.
Yeah, man, my mom is an ordained minister. She developed into that later on after she wound up, rebounding from her past and things she was going through. But she brought us up, in the church. You know what I'm saying? So I can relate to that. Everything that I learned as a child, it still sticks with me. My father come from an Islamic background, so I can relate to both worlds. A lot of my character traits and behavior patterns come from Islam, so far as with my discipline, my eating habits, but I most definitely stand on my spiritual position day in and day out, man, in order to get through, the things that I go through in life.
Now that's 100, man. So you said, so it's not just faith-based, so you into like the diet, and like what's your diet like, or your workout regimen?
I'm a vegetarian, man. I really too much, I don't really eat sweets. I never use drugs, don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke cigarettes, I eat fruits and drink juices a lot, eat nuts. And I've been like that for a long time, bro, like since I was a jit. You know what I'm saying? You see how good is, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you feel me? No homo shit, but I take care of myself, bro. That's just what it is. You feel me?
Oh, for sure. So for somebody who wants to potentially make a change when it comes to their diet, and just their lifestyle, like any I guess 2 or 3 tips or some game you can drop on making that transition?
Man, I ain't gonna even front with you, bro. That's a hard one, cause you gotta be disciplined to eat like that. I eat like somebody from a foreign country, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like sodas, and a lot of times I don't even like speaking on it because that ain't something that's common that you come across every day. But I will tell, people that, just get in tune with your health. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to take care of yourself if you want to live out, live longer on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, work out, eat healthy. It's better for the mental as well. You know what I'm saying? When you're eating healthy, you're putting good nutritions and vitamins and nutrients inside your body. It helps you out. It makes you move. It keeps your stamina up in many different areas. You know what I'm saying? All of that is good.
No, for sure. And just lastly, dog, they even saying that, bro, it can be a struggle. Like you mentioned, the discipline, like go weeks eating good, eating clean, working out, but then you find yourself in that slump. It's kind of hard to get back on that routine that you had previously. But yeah, I was just curious, man, because like you look like a clean cut guy. You don't look out of shape. You know what I'm saying? The way you articulate yourself, and I'm sure all that comes together, plays a role. The faith, the diet, the education. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. The interaction, having a good support system, all of that. But what I was gonna say, man, like I did an interview with a Florida rapper, with Orlando rapper Armstrong, and you were around for the interview. So aside from just the community activism, you had a hand in the music, or how did you connect with people like that?
Yeah, man, me and Strong, we came up, back then, and during the period when I tell you, all the crimes and stuff was being committed, and it was a journey, bruh. A lot of activity. Certain stuff I want to elaborate on because of incrimination type shit, but it was a lot going on, bro, and we survived it. It was a lot of pressure in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Niggas running with monsters. You know what I'm saying? And we did whatever we had to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how we move. But yeah, Armstrong. In fact, me and bro born on the same day. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a lot of similarities on specific things. But it was pressure in the streets, man, just to, sum that up. If that, answers your question.
No, for sure. I was just curious. But you never personally tried your hand at music or anything like that?
No, bro. And to be honest with you, I can write. But music never really been my thing, you know what I'm saying? I went in the lab a couple times. Actually, I got a song on Facebook on YouTube called Can You Stand the Rain by Gambino. Then I got another song that I wrote for Tupac. It's called Pac Love, P-A-C-L-U-V. Gambino featuring VIC, a song I wrote for Tupac when I was in prison. I think the same night he died, I started writing that song. I was on lockdown, on lockdown in prison, and I wrote that song.
Man, can you take us back to that time? So you remember the night or the day that Pac? Well, I know he didn't necessarily die the night he was shot. He died days later. But you remember that time?
Yeah. I was man on maximum security lockdown in confinement, and we had radio, so it was all over the radio that Tupac had got hit. So brothers was going crazy because back then, Tupac was the idol of the hood. That was the icon, and he was felt, by street cats. So, we took that hard, man, and a lot of brothers, it was riots inside the prison when Tupac died.
It was riots.
Riots, yeah. Most definitely, it was riots.
That paints a picture for a young person who may be viewing this to kind of understand like the impact that Pac had, because he's still loved. He's been gone for years now, but people still consider him to be the greatest, man.
Right.
He's still a hot topic of discussion. Man, I appreciate you chopping it up with AHumbleSoul, man. Any lasting words you want to drop on the viewers?
Man, just being honest, man. My brother just pulled up. Get him to confide in this interview. Let him know. And he can let you know a little bit, in detail about our experiences, what we got going on. You can hear it from another perspective. But pretty much, man, I encourage you as well to keep doing your thing, keep elevating, keep empowering, what you got going on and the people that you coming in contact with, because we all was put on this earth for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So you living out your purpose right now by even being in this space with me on this specific day, allowing all this to take place.
For sure.
So
I appreciate that, dog.
Just keep going, bro.
No, it's 100, man. You said if they want to get up with you on Instagram, on social media, anything, like,
Yeah, you can tap in, man. King X Supreme on Facebook. On Instagram is BGU407. Again, BGU407. Tap in, man. We're taking this movement worldwide. Trying to help elevate our brothers, man. Y'all tap in because it's love. One.
Sure, 100.